track of things, today is not Wednesday. Most people realize it is Friday, and that means the end of the week. But we want to make sure that we are getting to as many of these as we possibly can. Rich, how you doing, man?
I don't know, dude. I'm just busy Friday, dude. I leave for Florida tomorrow morning at 6 in the morning. I got so much. I feel like I've just been going nonstop. I haven't felt like I'm this busy in a long time. So, exhilarated. I feel like.
Ooh, that's a good word.
Yeah, I feel good. I'm ready to look at some of these rosters. I took some. My son asked me to work out for him for like a little bit before this, and I forgot we were doing roster rescue on Friday. I took this like pre-workout for the first time, so I'm like,
Oh, so you're jittery now.
I'm also like, like jacked up a little bit. I was like, dude, I got a podcast in like 45 minutes. He's like, all right, this is gonna make you tingle a little bit. And I'm like, tingling and stuff. So I'm energized. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to help some people out with some good ideas here that we come across with some trades.
Pete,
Yeah, a lot.
You doing
So
good,
let's
bud?
dive in, huh?
Doing great. You guys can hear me. Hopefully,
We
everyone
can hear you
me
this
right
time.
now.
That's right. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's go ahead. Let's not waste any time. We got lots to get to. This one here, this is Dan. Dan gave us a 10-team Superflex tight end premium. However, the unique part is you don't have to start a tight end. There's an extra flex spot. So it is a tight end premium if you start a tight end, but no actual requirement where you have to start a tight end. So with that, looking at the quarterback situation here, we've got Jaden Daniels, Brock Purdy, Mac Jones, and then nobody else. Running back, Cam Scattaboo, RJ Harvey, LaQuint Allen, DJ Giddens, George Halani. Receivers, we've got Puka Nakua, Lad McConkey, Romo Dunze, Luther Burden, Ricky Pearsall, Adonai Mitchell, Jalen Coker. Tight ends, Chiga Conquo against the world. Picks-wise, we have 126 first, and it's our own. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 27 first. We actually don't have our own 27 first, but we have 4 2027 first. So that's something to keep in mind, Rich. We don't have our own, but we do have 4 of them.
4 and a 10 man, sexy.
Yeah, I know, right? That's almost half the first round. We are currently in 5th in Dynasty mode, but being boosted by those draft picks. Where are we at?
You have
Pete, in
428 first too, Garrett.
We do. Yeah, we have tons of future draft capital.
Wow,
Pete, where are we at in contender mode?
We are in 8th.
We are in 8th. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. We're solid at quarterback, and we've got some pieces at receiver, but not a lot at running back, not a lot there at tight end. We're kind of on the come up, and obviously ridiculous amount of draft capital, Rich. So what are we doing with this team?
Yeah, we're looking to. We don't have our 27 at first, so we're not looking to like offload and help that person out whatsoever. We're trying to actually push other people down to make our picks more valuable. We have a good baseline, as long as Jeremiah Love doesn't end up in New York with Cam Scattaboo, RJ Harvey. We'll know what we have in him in a year or so, and that's fine because we have so much draft capital. I'm not really worried about RJ Harvey in our running back builds because we have so many first, specifically in 28, where like that's gonna like our step forward is gonna be in 27. So like us acquiring running backs will be in the year of 27, and we have 4 28 first. So my first advice is like don't worry about the running back room right now at all because we can actually use. If we don't land the running backs we want with those 27 picks, for example, we will be able to grab the running backs we can with those 28 picks. So those picks will be a little bit less valuable to us when we're in contender mode.
Real quick, Pete, did he say by any chance that 26 first? It says it's early. Did he say if it's the 101 or is it the 102 or 103?
Nothing.
Okay. All right, because that makes a huge difference, Rich. If it's Jeremiah Love, that's a big difference between that and, it's Mekhi Lemon or Carnell Tate or something.
Yeah, and I'm just going to assume it's not 101 at this point. If it's Jeremiah Love, it does kind of change things, but not really at the same time because it doesn't change my idea, Garrett. I know you think of it like that 28 first is my running back, pick of the litter running backs that I'll get. That's open the door for like, 2 of those and get us a really good running back too. So I'm not worried about that at all. The first thing I see here is we have Rome and Luther on our roster. I like Lad McConkey. Obviously, everybody loves Puka. Ricky Pearsall holds some value there too, but like having Rome and Luther does not excite me. I want to cash in on the Luther love with the departure of DJ Moore. His ADP, his stock has gone up pretty significantly. I would love to be able to somehow pivot Luther Burden and preferably even possibly like our pick. That's the thing. I wonder what our pick is this year, because like if it's early and we can entice somebody with, here's Carnell Tate, here's one of these guys, and we can take that plus Luther Burden and turn it into one of these bottom teams, like elite receiver or a young proven receiver that I like instead of upside. That'd be kind of nice as well. It would be that kind of nice where that pick is, because like I feel pretty comfortable with Carnell Tate as well and this roster. Everything's really set up for here, like to be a really good team, because we want to add one. Right. We're probably going to add his quarterbacks are great. We have enough 27 picks. We're for sure going to add a quarterback from that class with one of those 27 picks. So I feel really good about that. There's no sense of urgency there. We have so many of those, and with how deep that quarterback class is, we're going to get a really good quarterback there. We're probably going to add 2 really good receivers and a running back as well from that class.
So, Rich, here's what I would like to do real quick. I want to see first, Pete, what picks do we have in 27? Like, are we looking at some of the lesser teams here? Yeah. Or are we looking at some of the better teams?
Okay, so
Ryan and
first one
of them. They're the best. Ryan and that
Cleto.
Solto's in 4th.
Then
okay,
we have
that's
7th.
a lower one.
Ryan's a 5th.
And then that Ryan.
Okay, so they're
kind of sprinkled all over the place.
Yeah. Still a lot.
None of them are the very best. None of them are the very worst.
Yeah.
Rich, I'm thinking for this team, because I want to make my team competitive, because I want to, like you said, I want to push those picks down without having to go all in and jeopardize giving up any of my first round picks.
Yeah.
So what I would like to do is I want to see, like, tight end's the one that kind of makes the most sense to me. Can I turn somebody into like a Mark Andrews? Not anybody super expensive, but I think is going to be a competitive asset for my team this year. Somebody along those lines. It doesn't have to be Mark Andrews, but somebody like that, so we actually have a legitimate tight end.
Well, how about this? Since we have these draft picks, we have 4 of them. We have our early first. Let's just look at some of these bottom rosters, because our number 1 trade asset, obviously Luther Burden's youth as well. Can we let's look at start here at team 10.
We don't need a tight end though, right?
Exactly. That's why I'm not overly. I
mean, we have Chico Conquo. I would say we do need a tight end. Maybe he's good. Maybe he's not.
Not a required tight end slot. Like, you don't need to start a tight end.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. That's why I said I'm not overly worried about that for sure. So
I forgot about that.
George Pickens here. Let's go. Can we go see his tight end, Pete, real quick? Just want to see. Oh, here we go.
You do get the premium though on it, which is pretty nice.
Yeah. So actually, right here, Garrett, I'm starting. Like, can I flip Luther Burden into, like, I'm negotiating for any of those top 3 tight ends? Like, this guy could use a little help here anyways. Hey man, I'm looking to move like Luther Burden. I'd be willing to move back into first. He has a late first potentially, like, depending on what I can get. Like, I'd wonder to see if he'd be willing to move.
This guy's weird because he thinks he's all in, doesn't he? He doesn't have his own 26 first, and he doesn't have a 27 first or a 28 first.
Who's his running backs? He is a little old. Oh, he needs a running back.
That's odd. He definitely thinks he's all in, and we don't have his pick, right?
I don't know if he thinks he's all in as opposed to he realized that he failed the rebuild, or that he.
I wonder if we could offer him like Luther Burden and RJ Harvey for. What tight end would you prefer there, Garrett? Pitts or Loveland?
Probably Loveland would be the one I'd want the most.
Okay.
But we do have Rome Odunze, which we're kind of dipping back into the same issue we were with Luther Burden.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind getting, like, would you okay offering him Luther Burden, and because you want him to stay young too, would you offer him Luther Burden and RJ Harvey, because he could use a running back? Because he does have the, assuming he's on the mentality of all in, Luther Burden and RJ Harvey for Kyle Pitts, and leaves him with his 2 young tight ends too. So he feels really good about that.
I would want more, simply because you don't have to start a tight end. I'm leveraging that and saying, like, dude, I don't need this guy. I don't have to start him. Like, I'm just trying to diversify and get off Luther Burden to try to, like, not have 2 main guys on the same team. So I'm leveraging that. I want a little bit more, because honestly, I think right now Luther Burden the value of him in most leagues is equal to Kyle Pitts.
Okay. I mean, I would start there then. I could offer him Kyle Pitts for Luther Burden, and maybe throw a third, so it seems like you're getting a little bit on top, because in a 10-man league, and if you have a third and 26, I would start there for that team. I know you don't have to start a tight end, but still, like a guy like Kyle Pitts or Colston Loveland and Tyler Warren can give you essentially high-end wide receiver 2 numbers. And honestly, Kyle Pitts has a skill set to potentially give you wide receiver 1, low-end wide receiver 1 numbers in a tight end premium league. So I'm very interested in doing that, just to kind of give me, a little bit more variance as well. Yep. Give me a premium position in that league. And an overall better skill set, because I do think Kyle Pitts and a tight end premium can outscore Luther Burden. So that's where I'd start with that team. I'm interested in one of their tight ends. Can we go team 9, Pete, please?
Man, for a 10-team league, someone's holding all the quarterbacks, because these two bottom teams.
Team 2 and team 5 have a butt ton of valuable quarterbacks.
Yeah, and I'm not really interested. So we're going to get our second. We're young at quarterback, and we're going to get our third quarterback in the 27 class.
Yeah, Rich, with not having to get a tight end and not necessarily wanting to cash all in on running back right now, it kind of puts us in a spot where, like, I want to make a deal, and obviously I like the Kyle Pitts deal. I'd be down for doing that. But it kind of puts us in a spot where it's like, I don't know that there's huge moves to make right now.
No, that's where we're just looking for casual trades. Yeah, he's set up. Like, this is a very good setup. Like, he's kind of like the last team we did yesterday. Like, this is a savvy Dynasty owner. He set himself up perfectly to be a long-term contender in a 10-man league with all that.
Who's our quarterbacks? Again,
Brock Purdy and Jaden Daniels, I believe. Yeah, so we're set up perfectly there too. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we have no need at quarterback. We're going to get our third quarterback in that 27 class 100%. So, like, what I'm saying is, like, my strategy is, I want to get off Luther here if we can. And at some point to be a good Luther trade. With that 27 class, I'm grabbing one of the quarterbacks for sure with one of those picks. I'm grabbing one of those elite receivers as well. And you're probably going to be in position to get a good young running back as well. At that point, having Ladd, Rome, and Puka, and potentially even Ricky Pearsall as a foundation, we have pick 1-3, so we're probably grabbing a receiver there as well, right? If it's a high first. Maybe if it's 1-5, we're probably looking at Kenyon Sadiq, okay? And then, with the one young running back to go with the Cam Scattaboo, then once we're in there, we have that good foundation. Now we have the draft capital in 28 to start buying running backs if need be. And we can literally fill that out with 2 firsts. Like, we can grab 2 different running backs with those picks that we want to. And that's the foundation I'm going with. Because I think with that 27 picks, Garrett, we're set up to grab either 2 running backs and a quarterback and a receiver, 2 receivers and a quarterback. Like, this team's set up so perfectly.
Here's the one thing that I'll add to this, because, and Dan, if you're out there somewhere, I would love to know if that 26 first is Jeremiah Love or not, because that does change things for me, where I would then be willing to look at team 9 that has Christian McCaffrey and say, okay, if I already have Jeremiah Love and Cam Scattaboo, who I like, and I think the rest of my team is right there ready to compete, I might be willing to give a 27 first to get a Christian McCaffrey, or a 28 first and second to get Christian McCaffrey, somebody like that, if that's really who we have. And that's the hard part, is we just don't know. But if you have McCaffrey and Love, all of a sudden, and then you have Puka Nacua, Jaden Daniels, Brock Purdy, like, you're right there. So that would be the one caveat to all of this, is it's a drastic difference for me is if you have the 1-1 versus the 1-2 or 1-3.
Yeah. This is, I mean, because, like, everything, there's nothing. The problem is, like, also look at too, Garrett, like, you're in 10-man league. So trying to even, like, get some of those younger receivers is going to be hard to do, because everybody ahead of you feels like they could compete pretty much, except for like maybe team 6 and 7. So this is almost like, I think that one guy has all those tight ends. That's where you kind of want to, like, lean there. You're not even in position to buy running back here, which is what your biggest need is. Like, there's no, like, that's the last thing you put into your build. And the fact that you can get some next year, it's really just a good spot. I mean, I love trying to get one of those tight ends to, like, just give myself a good position to have another young player on my roster at a premium position. But yeah, not a lot to do. Not a lot to a lot to move here. Can we look at we're team 8, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's look team 7-6 just see if there's anything here that we're like interest us.
All right, real quick. Did you see the news about Travis Etienne?
No.
I'm so mad about that, man.
Okay. If his name isn't pronounced Travis, or his last name isn't pronounced Etienne, how would you think it would be pronounced?
Wait, there's news about this?
Yes.
It's pronounced differently.
Oh, I just opened Twitter. First thing pops up. New run at Saints running back's name actually pronounced Achan.
Yep.
Achan. It's freaking Achan. So you're telling me Devon Achan, I literally tweeted this out. You're telling me Devon Achan and Travis, apparently Achan, have the same pronunciation of last name despite almost polar different spellings? What the heck?
I'm still calling him Travis Etienne.
They might be related.
They're probably cousins.
Yep.
So weird.
I'll have to watch that
So
video.
weird.
I was like, there's no way that that's true. And then I watched the video and I was like, oh, it's true. Okay.
When I saw Shefty tweet that, I was like, I thought he was joking, kind of like how, like, oh, it's another Achan situation. No.
Yeah.
He's saying his name is Achan.
Is it like a French deviation?
I think so, because he's from Louisiana.
Yeah, so it's probably just a French deviation of that. Makes kind of a lot of sense.
Wild.
Yeah, because it's Devon Achan, right?
Yeah.
And then it goes
Like it
Devon
switched to Achan.
Oh, wait. Is this the guy's team where he says my 26 is 1-1?
Yep.
Yes.
Dude.
Yeah, that changes everything, Rich.
Dude.
Changes everything.
Dude, if you can move Luther Burden for one of those tight ends, and at this point, like, honestly, like, I'm okay with moving Luther for any of those tight ends, if I'm being honest. Any 3 of those tight ends I would take.
My 28 class is now available. It wasn't before. My 28 class is now available.
Yeah, dude. Having Jeremiah Love as the foundation with the rest of those 27 picks, like that. Let's look at Team 7 just to see something here. Like,
would you, if you were able to get Christian McCaffrey for a 28 first and second, would you do it? Because I think I would. And I think Team 9 is looking to rebuild, right, Pete? Like,
why?
They have picks.
They have 3 firsts in the next.
They have their own, and then they have acquired a couple extra seconds.
Why do we want Christian McCaffrey? Try and compete?
Why wouldn't we want Christian McCaffrey?
What, you want to try and compete this year?
Heck yeah, with Jeremiah Love, we can compete.
I know, but what if? Yeah, you're right. I guess. Yeah, dude,
Like, that changes everything.
Dude, it changes everything. It really does change everything. Because now you're 27 picks. You're not like now you just need one running back. You pray Love doesn't go to New York, but you have Scatterboo, so that helps even if it does.
Right.
RJ Harvey does nothing for you. Can we go back to Team 10? Who are the running backs again? Let's just look at running backs.
Derrick Henry's the only.
Okay, Team 9 has McCaffrey, right? Go back there.
Yep.
Yes. And Bucky.
And Tyron Tracy. That would give us all of New York, which would be nice.
All of them. Collected them.
Go to Team 7.
Travis Achan.
And this would be a good one if this guy, like, maybe mid-season or something like that, like a David Montgomery for a second would be a really nice, like, addition to a Christian McCaffrey, Jeremiah Love type build.
Who's his tight ends and everything? Let's go down a little bit, Pete. Give me a little bit of look here.
This is Mark Andrews' team.
Garrett Wilson.
Dude, I'd rather Garrett. I like what you're thinking about the running back situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what we could do, I think getting Jeremiah Love in there without Cam Scatterby now is you take Jeremiah Love. I think then your team's already good enough to like start pushing for the playoffs, and let the running back come to you and get a good option to grab the running back for value with your 28 first later.
So you're going to try to do it in season, you're thinking?
I don't like buying running backs now. I just don't like to do it. Like definitely like you're like an older running back.
They're just
Christian
cheaper
McCaffrey.
now than they're going to be in season.
Possibly. It leaves a lot. Like if you grab a guy like McCaffrey and something happens, he's hurt. Like it's almost like you threw the pick away. And I don't think
I get it.
And for me, I don't think the value changes too much. Like from McCaffrey's not going for more than probably a first and second at this age, like later in season. Anyways, nobody's like you're not paying 2 firsts for him no matter what now, or if he's running back 1 overall later. Having Jeremiah Love and Cam Scatterboo, like that. Also, see if we have 3 running backs or not. I think there's a running back you might be able to just grab for like a 28 first. It might be even build. What I'm saying there's probably a path to grab a little bit more years on it as well. Like that team that has Travis Etienne on it, right? Etienne. I gotta call him Travis Etienne. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like you could probably get this Travis Etienne for a first 28 first straight up if he's out of it, right? Like pretty close to that or a second, and you get a guaranteed 2 years on top of that as well.
Yeah.
And I'm not necessarily worried about like win it all. Like that's not my goal. Like I'm not. Here's the thing. Even if you feel like you can like get close to it, like don't mortgage all those picks.
No, especially the 27 picks. Like I still have no desire to move the 27 picks.
Yeah, because like I still love the idea. Those 27 picks increase your chance to be a long-term dominant team even more now, because now you're not worried about like I was worried about using those 28 picks to trade for running backs right away. That's not as much of a concern. You're going to be in position to get a Cam Coleman and Jeremiah Smith, right? Like with those picks, have Jeremiah Love and grab one of those good running backs and get a quarterback. The last pick you probably get is going to be the value at quarterback in a 10-man league. You're going to get one of the really good quarterbacks with that 4th 27 pick, and you're going to be set up so well. Having Jeremiah Love and getting an elite running back here. I'm interested in adding one more running back to help propel that up, but I don't think the move for that right now is a time, Garrett. Like, because the problem is I don't think some of these teams are going to like be willing to give you good value because they still think they're in it.
Can we look at team 1, 2, and 3 real quick?
Yeah.
I just want to see like who are we going up against? Okay, solid quarterbacks,
really good receivers.
Yeah, solid running backs, really good receivers. That's where they really make their hay. No tight end though, which doesn't matter as much here. All right, team 2. Well, good at quarterback, good running back, pretty weak.
Devon Etienne.
All right, what about team 3?
The team's old too. Oh, look at those running! Wow,
look at those running backs. They're struggling at quarterback. They only have one quarterback,
and receiver. Yeah, see, dude, you're set up to be the number 1 team in this league from 27 on. Like, you have a chance to three-peat. Like that's how well you're set up, man.
Yeah, but I would not hesitate though, Rich. If I'm there at midseason and I'm looking at I'm 6-4 or something like that, like. I would be absolutely willing to go after Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, 100%. You have a chance. Those teams are good, but they're beatable too. Like with your foundation.
Yeah, none of those teams like made me pee down my leg. Like this team's running backs are awesome, but they're risky everywhere else. Like like all of these teams kind of have a little bit of holes. So
his quarterback.
I want to see where I am midseason, but I'm willing to trade my 28 picks to do it. I'm not moving my 27 picks.
For sure. And your his quarterback room, if Jaden Daniels is healthy, it's unbelievably strong.
Yep.
If Cam Scatterboo's healthy, who's putting up running back 1 numbers, and Jeremiah Love, like you're gonna really having Puka's a big difference maker. You also need a couple things, like you need Ladd to at least be a mid-range to high-end wide receiver 2 to come back. You need Rome to come in and be the guy as well. I think Luther's a really good trading point. Like, so you need a couple things to work out. But if Ladd hits. And Rome hits, adding Christian McCaffrey can make you a contender this year without moving, like just literally using Luther as a trading point and your 28 first, like your 28 first, like, cause you're going to be so set up. Your first is going to be probably 1.9, 1.10 in that range anyways. Yeah. So utilize your 28 first and Luther burden to make moves. Like that's what I'm recommended to add that running back to it. Try and add that tight end if you can, just again to kind of diversify and get off I'm just trying to get off of Luther here, having Rome, and then you're in a good spot. So yeah, good job, man, excellent job.
Real quick, Thomas, I see you in the comments. The contender rankings were updated 2 days ago, so they should be pretty accurate with the exception of maybe like a Chris Rodriguez or something like that. They should be good. And I know Rich and I update our rankings very, very regularly. So if you just want to go to Rich and I's rankings, you'll make sure that you get up-to-date rankings.
Yeah, mine are up to date.
All right, on to the next.
This is Shawn's team.
All right, Shawn. This is a 12-team Superflex Dynasty League. Starting only 9, so not a super deep starting lineup. He went from the bottom of the league 3 years ago to winning it 2 seasons ago. Got second last year. He traded a late 26 picks before the playoffs for Puka. Need to know how to approach this season, and he wants to keep the championship tide going for a couple more seasons. So let's see if we can help him do that here. Jaden Daniels, Justin Herbert as the starting quarterbacks. We also have Shedeur Sanders as a third QB, and Mac Jones as a possible upside guy. Running back wise, Bijan Robinson, Kyron Williams, Rico Dowdle, Kyle Monangai, Alvin Kamara, Kenneth Gainwell, Kareem Hunt, Puka Nacua, Lad McConkey, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jamison Williams, Chris Godwin, Parker Washington. At tight end, we have Kyle Pitts and Cade Otton. Right now, we do not have our 26 first, but we have our 27 second. And then we have our 27 first, 27 seconds. And we have all our 28 picks as well. So right now we are in second in Dynasty mode. Pete, where are we at in contender mode? We are also in second place. Let's see that first team real quick. Stafford, Rodgers. So they are vulnerable at quarterback for sure.
Very vulnerable.
Omarion, Javonte, Travis Etienne at running back. Solid there. Really good top receivers, though. Jamar Chase, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Nico Collins, Justin Jefferson. That's a murderer's row right there.
We get tight end now.
Weaker at tight end, yep.
Does that, with Kyler Murray signing to the Vikings, does that change your ranking? Will that change Justin Jefferson's contender ranking?
Yeah, he's going to move up a little bit for me. Hawkinson will move a little bit. Addison will move up a little bit. Nothing drastic, but they'll move up.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so let's go back to our team here. Rich, we know we don't have as much draft capital to work with, but we're clearly right there. We got second last year, won the league the year before. One of the big things really holding us back is, are we getting Marvin Harrison Jr. that we thought we were going to get? Are we getting the Lad McConkey we thought we were going to get or not? Like I feel like the biggest thing that's making this tricky for us right now.
Well, the good thing is he has, wide receiver 1 essentially overall in Puka, which is a big, that offsets a little bit. And what's nice is if you scroll down just a hair, Peter, what's nice is you have high upside at receiver with Lad, JMO, Marv, and Godwin. Godwin with a healthy Baker there is the number 1 receiver, even over Emeka Buka at this point. Like, he'll be the number 1 receiver in that offense. Up until he got hurt, up until the injury, like he was, you got to remember this was a little over a year ago. He was wide receiver 1 overall with a healthy Baker when he was a wide receiver 1 in that offense. So he has good upside there. Our running backs are good. We don't have much depth. I like Rico Dowdle's depth. So that's where I'm interested in moving. If we get upgrade at receiver from the down low, I'm interested in that as well. Kind of tier up there and offer some youth. And Marv could be in that package deal for the right piece. We're so solid everywhere else. Can we look at some of so obviously we're looking at these bottom 4 teams is who we're looking to deal with.
Ooh, this is not the team to work with.
I can't even read that far.
Sorry.
There we go. Okay.
Probably not either.
11. These teams are bad for a reason. Can we go back? I just want to see these running backs. Can we go back to the running backs? I'm sorry. I just want to see what they have. Team 17. Team 12, sorry. Real quick. I'm going to go with Rashad White, Brian Robinson. Can we go back to team 11? I'm just telling you right now, I'm throwing a third out for Aaron Jones and Jordan just to give us some more depth. They just re-signed Aaron Jones to the 1-year contract. and we're trying to compete, I'm throwing my third out for Aaron Jones.
Sure, I would do that. I'd throw my third out for Pacheco as well.
Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't accept that. Like, I would love to do that. Team 10. He's not moving Genty.
And Neighbors isn't really the guy we want to target at the moment. Because as a contender, I am genuinely concerned about that injury and what's going on there.
At least he's out of a brace. Team 9, Pete.
All right. Adams is real interesting to me. Well, now we got Puka. That's going to make that tough. I would have been very interested in Adams.
Evans is still interested in a little bit, but not as much for what we want to do. I mean,
it's tricky because it's a new team. Like sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. Is it a Devontae Adams situation where he's going to go in and he's going to get a ton of work and it's going to be great? Or is it the DeAndre Hopkins where it's retirement home time and he's just trying to...
This team, I would feel like he's going for it, right? Like he's old at receiver, so you're not going to get the running back that we want off of this team because he probably feels
his pick situation. Where does he think he's at? Okay, he's got someone else's first, and he's got both his first in the next 2 years. So he doesn't know what he's doing.
No, and he'd have to look at it where like if he sells one piece, he can't compete because he has Dobbs as well.
He needs to go either all in or all out.
Yeah, so he's probably. I would assume if I had that team, like, unless he's all like trying to blow it all up and he put that out there, he's probably
ask the question. Ask the question. See, because sometimes I'll do that with people. Like, hey, you trying to win it this year? Are you rebuilding, or what are you doing? Like, what's your plan? So I would go ask him.
Teammate Pete, who's loaded at quarterback.
Pittman might be a decent one. Well, he's not going to upgrade enough for us. That's the thing. We almost need like a AJ Brown or somebody like that.
This is you got to remember too. Sometimes when you're a contender, which is teams a legit contender, it moves. It limits your trade bait because you can't subtract. Like all you have to move here is your 27 first, and you got to find value in that because we value that first so high. And your starters are so like good. Like Marv's a good trade piece, but at the same time, like a lot of people are still worried about Marv as well. Like nobody's selling Marv for cheap, but also people aren't urgent to buy Marv at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like for the value there. So it's like
he's a tricky one.
He's not like some like this. He's not a cheap asset to buy, but he's not a good trade piece either. You know what I'm saying? Like he's in that tough limbo where it's like, ooh, man, I can't get that up because like Marv hasn't shown anything yet, right? Like, and it's like if you want to buy Marv, nobody's giving him away for where they took him. So he's in that weird limbo piece. He's a hard trade asset to move. And you could kind of say the same thing about Ladd McConkey, who's had a wide receiver 1 year already, right? Like with the down year, like that hurts a little bit. So we're almost just banking on the upside. Like what's nice is with those 4 assets, Garrett, and having Puka as the anchor, like it really makes you feel really good about where we're at. Like, so receiver doesn't even really worry me. Like, I don't feel like we have the urge to upgrade. I'm a little bit more excited about having Rico Dowdle as our running back 3 out there. Like, it's a nice little flex play. I'm okay with there too. So like, our team's set up to compete. The fact they won 2 years ago, came in second this year, like his team.
He's right there.
He's right there.
Pete, what's Team 7 look like? All right. This is the team with AJ Brown, Chris Olave, T. Higgins. Like those are the types of receivers that would intrigue us. But my guess is this guy's probably all in with Josh Jacobs, Christian McCaffrey. What's his picks? No first this year. I think he's more so all in.
It sucks. I was looking for a running back that we can give up our late 27 first for. Because still, even though it's a 27 class, is extremely strong. Like, so let's go back to like the Ladd class. Like, you felt really comfortable at the end of the first round in that draft class of who you're getting. Brian Thomas, Ladd McConkey were in that range. I'm going to go in second. So you felt really good with that pick. But it's still a late first and still somewhat of a gamble. So, like, I have no problem moving our 27 first. Wait, we have our 26 first as well, right?
We do not have our 26 first.
Oh, we don't have our 26 first. Okay, that's right. So I was hoping that there was a running back in that range down there to move our 27 first just to give us more depth. But like, they'd also be more valuable than Quinshon Junkins and Kyron was our other one. Is that who our other running back was?
I don't think we have Quinshon. I think we have Rico and Gainwell.
Bijan, Kyron, Rico.
Oh, yeah, we have
Kenneth,
Bijan. Like, dude, we have RB1, wide receiver 1, potentially tight end 1. Potentially QB, like, it's Bijan. Like, Kyron's been a running back 1 for 3 years straight. Like, I'm holding that 20. Listen, man, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to sit tight. I got to see how everything comes together here. And then if I need a running back, I'll use my 27 first when needed.
And if it's not a running back, I could also see us going and maybe not just trading straight up our 27 first for something, but maybe pairing it to a Jameson Williams or a Ladd McConkey or a Marvin Harrison and upgrading to another elite receiver to be able to kind of work that way to have 2 studs.
Agree. What you have to be the caution there is in 27 you could be like you're still real thin at running back and you have no picks till 28. You know what I mean? So like when you do the addition by like as we start paring down that receiving core, like you got to look a little bit too with Chris Godwin's age. Like we don't want to like limit ourselves out. But yeah, I'd be definitely. If you have to, I'd be interested in that as well, like upgrading receiver if you have to. Hopefully the way it plays out, you shouldn't have to. Like I'm very optimistic about all 4 of those guys, if I'm being honest. So I would be interested, you said to keep this a couple years running. I would be real interested in the 27 because like Ken Gainwell might add a little bit of value there.
We have a lot of like okay running backs for bye weeks and fill-ins.
Yes,
like
100%. 3 guys.
Dude, yeah, we have 3, maybe even 4 of those guys with Camaro. We'll see where he ends up, but
it's the perfect like hero RB build. I feel like.
Yeah, for sure. So it's set up really, really nice. I mean, and honestly, with Jaden Daniels, like you might need that 27 pick if something happens to Jaden to go grab a quarterback. You know what I mean? Sure. Like
we have a solid tight end as well, right?
These guys got Kyle Pitts. Like this team's loaded. It's a great team.
Yeah, I think that's probably my favorite move. But I'm not just giving it away. Like it has to be a legitimate upgrade from Ladd or Marv or somebody like that with the 27 first. But I think that would be the most likely move I would be making.
Yeah, he was able to get Puka last year, so obviously his team deal is running move. Like, so you might be in a position with your 27 first to add like a Justin Jefferson, a guy along those lines. You know what I mean? Like, obviously that team one has those studs as well. So like. What's nice is your team's so strong and team 1's so strong. Like that team 6, for example, is loaded at receiver. Like, what do they have at team 6? Like George Pickens might be available to you, like come mid-season if you need him. Like Brian, like
who did 9 have at running back again? HN's the big one. If they're not competing. Because I think they're trying to. If they're not competing, I am knocking the door on both HN and Cook and just saying, 100%. Hey, what would it take? Just seeing.
100%. I would be very interested. But like it's more of like, and he should know this. Like his team set up like there's no moves you're really making today with your needs. Again, you gotta be very cautious about moving for running backs in March. You gotta be cautious in June. Too much can happen from now until then, till the season starts at running back. To waste it away. And remember, like it's so much. Everybody views the running back as a short shelf life, and at that point when you're in mid-season, it's already another year into that running. Like James Cook's already a little bit older now. You can always grab those running backs later, and sometimes, like I said, a day like you don't even need your first. Like sometimes 2 seconds open the door to grab a running back of need. And maybe you have to use that 27 first for a quarterback in a package at receiver. So to me, this is a wait and ride with it, which when you're a heavy contender like this and everybody's so far behind you, it ends up that way because your team's a really strong team, but not like an overly deep team. You don't have all these pieces like to upgrade. Like you're fine the way it is, which is good. That's a really good build too. Because you have a lot of youth there too. Like you have a couple years to give at running back. You have the young tight end. You have young receivers. You have young quarterbacks. So that is a strong build to keep, and you were able to keep your future draft picks.
All right, let's go to our next one here. We have Cowboy Bebop. He's back.
Another nuke.
Another nuke. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Cowboy Bebop here has a Superflex tight end premium league, 12 teams, starting 11. So a bigger starting lineup for this league here. Here's some additional things that are interesting. Half-point tight end premium, 1 point per 40 yards, 40-yard plus plays, and 1 point for receiving first downs. So keep that in mind. Took over a team in need. He has an offer on the table where he would get Jaden Daniels, but he has to give up Travion, 104, and 109. So it's a pretty hefty deal. What are we looking at here, Rich? I'm going to go clear my throat real quick. Go ahead and read those off and get going.
Yeah, so at quarterback, we have Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love, Trevion Henderson, no tight end spot. Okay, Woody Marks, Tyrone Tracy, Alvin Kamara, DK Metcalf, Brock Bowers. Ooh, Brock Bowers. Okay. DK Metcalf, Matthew Golden. So the offer is, 227 first. And 226 first. Okay, I like that.
Where's the early 2020? Is that what? That's probably 104. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there. So he has 104 and 109. And the offer that he has is Trevion Henderson, 104, 109 for Jaden Daniels. I'm very interested in that deal. I would see if we can get a second back on top of that, like in 27. That'd be sweet if we could. Because then that puts us in position to move Jalen Hurts. And it's fine unloading Trevion. Going to go back up to our running backs. Because we have nobody at running back anyways at this point. At 1-4, you're not getting a running back, so it doesn't change your running back room at all. You do have 227 first. You are in a rebuild kind of mode here. You have to worry, like, Jaden Daniels, to me, is a franchise quarterback. He needs to really establish that again this year, which I do think he will. The key here is, like, we got to find a path then to move Jalen Hurts. And what's nice in contender mode, some of those teams need quarterback at top. So, Garrett, what I was saying is I have no problem moving off of Trevion Henderson here.
Mm-hmm.
With the fact that we have we're not a contender. Like, we're in rebuild mode.
Right.
We have to give up 104. So we're getting at 104. Maybe we get Fernando Mendoza. Probably not. So we can add a receiver there. 109. We can add a receiver there to, like, a low end receiver. And we need a lot of help at receiver. But what I like, Garrett, is, like, Jaden Daniels puts us in position to unload Jalen Hurts pretty comfortably.
Here's my question, because I'm not anti that move. But realistically, if we made that move, would we be once again looking to potentially split Jaden Daniels and be doing the same thing, trying to get picks back in young players? Like, would it be more beneficial as opposed to doing that, just riding with only Jordan Love for right now, making our pick hopefully the 101 and move off of Jalen Hurts, move off Travion, move off DK, and just trying to go that route instead of kind of putting a lot of our eggs into one basket? Then we can draft Mendoza or one of those receivers we like and take somebody at 109.
Yeah, I mean, I can go both ways. It's
nice to get the great young quarterback.
Yes.
It's just hard when a team's in this spot to go all in on one player, because if he gets hurt again, like, the value just plummets.
I know, and that's a risk for sure. I mean, but, like, people have been saying that about Lamar, the way he runs forever. You know what I mean? Like, oh, dude, you could just,
and his value has kind of spiked and dropped over seasons too.
And like right now, this is like almost a buy window on Jaden Daniels. You know, like this. I mean, to be fair, like 12 months ago, he was my 1-1 in Dynasty. Now it's Drake May. You know what I mean? It's
where are we at with picks in tight end? I didn't get to see that, Pete.
We have two. We have Brock Bowers, and we have two.
Okay, that's huge.
So we have 227 first two. So I do like the idea, get unloading Jalen Hurts no matter what. Like, no matter what, we're moving on off of Jalen Hurts, no matter what, right? And the problem for me is, like, Trevion doesn't really move the needle too much for this team the way it is.
He doesn't.
Because he's a big gamble. So it's like, it's almost like Garrett, like in 1-9, I don't think, if I'm being honest, I don't think 1-9 is going to move the needle enough to like change our team long term anyways. Like, so it's like we're giving up the third best receiver in Trevion Henderson for Jaden Daniels.
What if we did this? What if we tried? Maybe it won't work. What if we tried to move Jalen Hurts and 109 for Jaden Daniels and that guy's second? Does that make sense?
Let's find that Jaden Daniels.
Because then we don't have to give up 104 and we can move Travion in another deal.
It's this guy's team.
Yeah, this guy's not interested in Jalen Hurts. Yeah, he's not interested in Jalen Hurts.
And that's why he wants to get rid of Jaden Daniels, because he's got two other quarterbacks.
Yeah, so let's see. Let's see. So he's got Jackson Dart. Yeah, he's willing to move that. So he's getting Travion, and then he wants to add the receiving core.
I would be more interested in moving Travion straight up for Brock Purdy, personally. I don't really want to give up the draft capital.
Who's doing that? Nobody's doing that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't give Brock Purdy for Trevion Henderson.
I don't think that's as far off as you think.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe
he's hung up on Henderson. He loves Henderson.
Listen, if I can get Brock Purdy for Trevion Henderson in any league in the Superflex league, I would do that so fast. I would give more. I would give Trevion Henderson plus for Brock Purdy in a Superflex league. Like,
I think I'm approaching that because I don't think that they're that far, because you're really high on Purdy compared to the community, I think. So I think that's close.
I would give Trevion Henderson 1-9 for Brock Purdy.
I don't think you need to. I think worst case you'd have to give a second on top.
Here's hoping that this guy's not watching this, the other league mate right now.
So
right,
he's hung up on Henderson, so he's hung up on that. Is there any path like not to give up 1-4 to get
exactly? I definitely don't want to give up 1-4. I'm not as worried about 1-9. It's 1-4 that I'm really not wanting to give up.
But what would we? Can we go down this guy's picks?
Okay, so for what it's worth, there's a little gap, but not a huge gap between Henderson and Purdy. Right now, Purdy's at 37 for ADP. Travion's 45. So if he's really hung up on Henderson, that means he's probably valuing him higher. Andy has 3 quarterbacks, so he might be viewing his quarterbacks a little lower. I'm trying to do it straight up. If I can't, I'll give the second on top.
If you can, I just don't see a world that happens. If it does, God bless you. Like, that's a killer deal for you. If not, can we go like, how do we renegotiate? Like, what's our counter to him when he wants 1-4, 1-9 for Jane? He has the 1-3.
Is he Cowboy Bebop? Is he open to moving Purdy? Like, is that part of the conversation, or is he only wanting to move Daniels? Because that's a big part of it as well.
I mean, what if we
go ahead?
What if we offer? He wants Henderson. I'm trying to think of the counter. Like, I'm okay with offering. See, it's a big thing here is I'm not as opposed to that deal as like you are. Like, giving up one. I understand what you're saying for.
I just don't know that we're in the spot to go all in on one player.
I know 1-9 is not as valuable to me though, and honestly, Trevion's like. Every day he'd lose a little bit, and I love the player and I love the tape, but he just the situation does not scream like I don't know how long we have to wait because of Ramonde's contract. You know what I mean? I don't know how long we have to wait for him to be the guy. Like, he might be an up and down kind of guy, and for our team structure, like, he doesn't really mean anything to me. Like, I'm more interested in draft picks back. I understand what you're saying too, but like Jane Daniels also does open a window of like way more better draft capital than that in better classes as well. If we need to pivot off of him, if he hits, like he has a chance to go back to top 3 startup guys. Like I would definitely want, like
the
we did that.
original
Like
deal was Jordan Love and Henderson for Jaden Daniels.
Hendo and Love for Daniels. I'm okay with that too, I guess. But like it's kind of like I'd almost rather just stick with Love and keep Hendo. You know what I mean? Like with our team structure, like why even gamble on that? There's no need for that. Like you're getting a 1 for 2, and I love Daniels, but still, why take the risk? Like Love's locked in as well there. Like would if you threw Garrett, if you can get a couple seconds back, like if you can get like Jane Daniels for Hendo 1.419, you get his 27 second, 28 second. Does that do anything for you or no?
I mean, it would help because we are getting assets back. I think that's the hardest part for me in all of this is not an anti-Jaden Daniels take. I actually do like Daniels for this year, and I think he's a value. But it's the all eggs in one basket on a team that isn't able to put all eggs in on one basket.
I know,
so
but look,
if I'm getting some seconds back for a rebuild, I think that would make a difference for me.
But here's the here, let me explain it. Go back to our team, Pete. Like, would you rather have, getting Trevion Henderson offloads a running back, like our running back room's absolutely terrible. We're gonna have a very high pick, right? We have no running backs whatsoever. I'm looking to move DK Metcalf at any point. I'm looking at hopefully Jerry Jeudy rebounds this year. We move him too. Like we have a good chance to finish as the 1-1. Obviously, Jaden Daniels would hurt that a lot having 2 quarterbacks. But if we get Jaden Daniels, right, we're for sure going to be a bad team no matter what. I know we have Jalen Hurts, but we're going to try and find a path to move Jalen Hurts too as well. Which like the thing is like Jaden Daniels, I understand what you're saying. Like the problem, Garrett, if we move off Jalen Hurts and he pushes our pick up higher, now we're looking to draft a quarterback. You know what I mean? So like I'm trying to put us in position to grab Cam Coleman or Jeremiah Smith and keep it solidified.
What's our pick this year? 1-4 is our first one.
1-4 and 1-9. Yeah. So like having Carnell Tate doesn't move the needle for me as much too. And let's say like again like who's going about 1-9? Like who's in that range? Like
Cooper, Boston.
Probably one of the. I think Denzel Boston and Amari Cooper end up closer to like 7 and 8 than 1-9. I think you just missed out on those guys because I think those guys.
Casey Concepcion will be right there if a running back.
Okay,
sneaks.
So I'm okay with that. You're right. Casey Concepcion, you're gonna get one of those guys. So it's like Carnell Tate. No, actually, why do we keep saying Carnell Tate? He's got 1-4, Garrett. He's not getting Carnell Tate.
It's Mendoza. It's Mendoza, Lemon, or Tyson is what we're looking at.
I'm holding Bowers for now.
I would rather not deal Bowers if I don't have to. I mean, if someone comes and gives me a king's ransom, so let's say it's this team here, they want to give me Kyle Pitts and their early first this year, so it's a top 3 pick. Okay, now
first.
What's that?
A 27 first.
Sure, that too. But I mean, if it's a top 3 pick, I'm taking the top 3 pick if I know what it is.
Yeah, if you the lowest I would tear down to is Harold Fannin from Kyle Pitts, but it has to be the first on top. Like,
yeah. So I mean, if that's what they want to offer, then sure.
Yeah.
But I don't anticipate people doing that, but maybe they would.
All right. So let's go back to the key. Like we're trying to find.
All right. Real quick, just to recap, you're a little more in on the Jaden Daniels deal than I am.
Yeah.
I would be more open to it if I'm getting the seconds back. I'm pushing more so trying to figure out a way to move Trevion Henderson and maybe a little extra to get Brock Purdy. Like those are the 2 main moves that we want to work with this team.
What about this? What if we? He doesn't want it back. I say if we offered him Trevion and Jalen Hurts for Jaden Daniels.
He's not gonna want Jalen Hurts on his team. No. He already has 3 quarterbacks and kind of more of a rebuild.
Okay, if you do that deal, get the seconds back. But let's find a path to move off of Jalen Hurts.
Okay, probably team 2 doesn't look like they have great quarterbacks. Yeah, this is the team.
Well, team one. Look at team one too. He's got 3 quarterbacks essentially. This
But
guy is the team.
this guy could also be the team. Both of them do not have. He potentially has 4 starting quarterbacks, but you only have one that you really kind of trust.
Yeah.
In Bo Nix, but he's coming off injury. So both of these teams, I think you could work with. Okay, he's got all his picks. I like on Odunze.
I like Odunze too. No, because Bowers is elite. So even though you don't have to start tight end, if there's no tight end slot, Bowers still gives you. Bowers has potential to give you wide receiver.
Because you still have the premium on it.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, he lowers his value a little bit, but he's still an elite asset. Like he's going to be a PPR heavy machine. Bowers is in the category of like a Trey McBride. He catches 100 footballs, right? Anybody who's catching 90 footballs plus is where you want to be.
I'm glad to hear that we were helpful last year and put your team in a good spot. It is always frustrating when you get second place and because you lose a big player at the very end, but that's the variance in fantasy football you just can't help.
I've had teams go undefeated all year and lose in the championship game too. I have the best team. I have a roster. I have a roster. If I showed you, you'd be like, that team would never lose a game. It's that good. It's that good. And I lost first round of the playoffs. My quarterbacks are Josh Allen, Drake May, and Jaden Daniels. My receivers are Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it's gross. It's freaking gross.
Okay, so Rich, here's what I would like to do with this team here, this team 2.
Yeah.
I would like to offer him Jalen Hurts for his choice of Daniel Jones or Tyler Shuck. I'd prefer Jones, but I'll take Shuck.
Yep.
Romo Dunze and a first.
Yeah. Agreed. Literally,
I think
I thought exactly.
Okay.
And honestly, Garrett, I would offer him, I think to get this deal done a little bit more for sure, is I would offer him the choice of the receiver or the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Offer him Jalen Hurts. You want back Rome, right? You want the 27 first. I'm also offering the offset that so he doesn't get a little bit thin at receiver. I'm going to throw him DK Metcalf back, and I'm going to try and get a couple seconds as well.
I would do that. Yeah, if you're able to get DK for 2 seconds or a second and a third or something like that to get the deal done, sure.
Because what I don't want to do is I want sometimes people hate the subtraction at the receiver room when they're trying to contend,
sure.
right? And DK does not offer us long-term value. If I can offer him Jalen Hurts for Daniel Jones or Tyler Shuck, Romo Dunze, his 27 first, 27 second, and 28 second, and give him Jalen Hurts and DK Metcalf is my offer.
I like that.
I'm getting Rome. I'm getting DK off my roster, which again, I'm trying to do addition, subtraction.
I would also, if that doesn't work, because he doesn't want to give up the seconds or whatever, I would throw in Judy for free. Just to the original deal, I would throw Judy in for free.
There's a chance Judy. I think if the Browns don't take Cardinal Tate at 5, which I don't know they will, or they don't trade back. There's a chance that Judy could rebound in value.
He could, but what's the most he rebounds in value to in terms of 27 picks? 203, 202, best case scenario. So
my point is, I don't like giving him away for free at 26 years old. I don't like that.
I think he's 27.
He'll be maybe just turned 27. I don't like that.
Judy doesn't really move the needle for me. So
no, not too much. But okay. My point is I'm just not throwing it. I'm not giving him for free.
Oh, it's not. I think we're getting a really good deal getting Daniel Jones a first and Romo Dunze. Okay. That's just to get the deal done.
Can you go back to team 1, Pete? I just want to see if there's probably a path there. Jalen Hurts for Bryce Young. And let's see the receivers here.
Mecca Buka.
If we give Jalen Hurts and we can get back Bryce Young and Mecca, and same thing, throw him DK Metcalf in at 27 first, I'd feel really good about that. as well.
We get the 27 first, and we're giving him DK Metcalf
and Jalen Hurts. And we asked for Bryce Young, which most people are going to think that's a massive downgrade too, it's a massive downgrade.
It is.
And we're getting Mecca Buka and his first. God, I almost feel like that's the. I'd want to do that Jaden Daniels deal.
Yeah, the hard part is the Bryce Young part makes it tricky because it's just such a downgrade. Whereas I feel better about Daniel Jones and even Tyler Shuck to some extent. So that's the hard part. But maybe since we're adding DK in there, can we get a second? Could we get a first, second, a Mecca Buka who maybe is a slight upgrade from Rome? Slight?
It's pretty
similar
close.
here.
He doesn't need a Mecca. That's the thing. He doesn't need a Mecca.
Right. No, we're getting a Mecca.
I know. That's the thing. This guy could totally afford him having Pearson.
Oh, yeah. Yep, especially with him getting DK back.
And him getting upgrade at quarterback. Like, I actually, I think I'd want more. I want more. Taking Bryce. He's a gamble.
So first and second, Bryce and a Mecca for Hurts and DK. I'd be fine with that too.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do a team in 3 and 4 just to see.
They might, because Cam Ward is a risk. You feel better with him as your QB3 than 2. They just don't have enough at receiver.
I know, but they want DK. Here's what's nice about this. They want DK Metcalf. Like, I don't really care about getting a receiver back. It's the end of the world because 1-4 we could take a receiver.
Who's our running backs again? Is there a way that we could sneak? Well, now we're in rebuild. I don't really care about any of those guys. Although we could, if the Brock Purdy deal doesn't work out or the Jaden Daniel deal doesn't work out, could also be a team 3 could be a Travion team as well.
I'm trying to find a deal that's hung up on Hendo because if he's that high in Hendo, like we're getting a deal done somehow. And this guy is Cam Ward, which I like more than all the other quarterbacks we mentioned: Daniel Jones, Bryce Young, Tyler Shuck. So if we offer him Jalen Hurts for Cam Ward and give him Jalen Hurts and DK Metcalf, and he needs DK Metcalf, I'm asking for. He doesn't have his 27 first.
28.
Yeah,
I don't think we're working with him.
He's out, Billy. Sorry,
man.
Team 4.
All right. I think those first 2 teams we can get a deal done with, though. One of those 2.
I think so too. And for me personally, if I can get the 2 seconds on top, I'm doing that Jaden Daniels deal. Mm-hmm. Maybe not. I kind of also like. I like your because if we move Jalen Hurts to get a quarterback back, why even do the deal? Then take the 2 receivers and keep Hendo and hope for the upside.
Mm-hmm.
I understand your theory on that too.
Yeah, I could see it going either way. I'm open to Daniels. It's just it's really tough when we're trying to rebuild to get a guy of that caliber, and go all in on one player, not have like the draft assets around it. So,
and we need receiver help, and we can get 2 receivers there and hold 1 young running back. So,
but the Purdy deal, I'm still interested in though. If that deal can get done, Purdy for basically Henderson, maybe a slight addition to it, I'm totally willing to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good luck, Cowboy Bebob.
Okay, the next one is Mitch's team.
All right, Mitch. And this one's I think we're done with the nukes for now. We'll see. Somebody could always nuke at the last minute. You never know. But done with the nukes for now. So, Mitch, we are going to be looking at your team here in your league. Superflex Tight End Premium League here. It is a 10-team league. Start 10. He says he knows his quarterback needs some work. Looking to pick up Willis off waivers once the rookie draft is done. How much fab would you spend? $85? Question mark.
All of it.
That's what I'm leaning towards too, but I want to see their waiver wire because there's only 10 teams. I want to see how much is left. We'll see, but if somebody's holding Isaiah Davis, probably not much. Also, how far off contending do you think I am? Should I be trying to trade away CeeDee Lamb? And then he said, cheers, legends.
So
right,
most
there's
notable,
not much on the waiver.
Scroll down a little bit. Scroll down a little bit. Okay, Deshaun Watson, the waiver. That's what I thought. I want to grab him up too if I can. And LeQuint Allen.
I would throw, some low ball offers there, but I don't want to do it at risk of not getting Malik Willis. So
No,
I'm probably
100% of my waiver goes to Malik Willis, 100%, and hope I get it. And then I free roll, see if I can free roll LeQuint Allen and Shawn. But let's see if there's even people we can replace them with first. Like
Carson Wentz.
Yep. Marcus Mariota.
Ewers.
Isaiah Davis.
Jerome Ford and Isaiah Davis can go.
Yep.
Efton Chisholm.
Ty Felton can go.
So there's definitely players that we can
Chisholm
replace
can
them.
go. Wow.
All right.
327 first. Okay. Sexy.
And we've got an early 26 first. If you're watching, Mitch, where is that 26 first? We'll have to ask Nick and Brian too when it switches on here to tell us the exact picks, because that'll be really helpful.
Yeah, we have so many updates coming to the app here in the next couple months. It's going to be
maybe even more than we thought, Rich.
We're going to blow your minds. Like if anybody's watching, like just what we have in the works is transcendent to the Dynasty space. Let me just say that.
Yeah. All right. Drake May, JJ McCarthy, Mac Jones, Quinn Ewers, Marcus Mariota, Carson Wentz. So technically, we might only have one starting quarterback right now, Rich.
Yeah. I don't know if JJ is going to beat out Kyler, unfortunately.
I don't think he is. He'll beat him in a who's taller contest, but that might be it.
Yeah, and honestly, like maybe JJ could use another year sit and learn, the system. Hope they don't give up on him, but yeah,
it's tough. It's tough in these streets. Amarian Hampton, Quinshawn Judkins, Trey Benson, Blake Corum, Caleb Johnson, Tank Bigsby, Ray Davis. At wide receiver, we got CeeDee Lamb, Ladd McConkey, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jalen Waddle, Luther Burden, Malik Washington. So good wide receiver core there. Then we've got Colston Loveland, Isaiah Likely, Hunter Henry, and then the sneakiest guy in Dynasty to me right now, Gunnar Helm.
Yeah.
Chico Conquo's gone. I know they added Daniel Bellinger. We'll see. But he could get real sneaky real quick. We'll see.
We have 327 first. We're good there. I'm really interested where our pick is because, I really like the idea of adding Fernando Mendoza to this team a lot. And it changes, it really does change a lot.
It does, because if it's Mendoza, it's one thing. If it's Jeremiah Love, it's a completely different thing.
And
yeah, it really is.
Other 27 picks are mid.
And that's fine.
Okay.
All 27 picks are good. I don't care where they're at.
Yeah.
And mid's too hard to change. There's too much changes in season. They can come really high. They come really low. You know what I mean? That doesn't move the needle.
Yep.
So a contender where we number fifth. Okay. Figures there.
Sounds about right. Rich, I'm struggling with what to do on this one here because it does matter a lot what pick we have, because I'm taking Jeremiah Love at 1-1 no matter what, kind of like we talked about on the Nerd Herd episode. And we could use a running back. But we definitely could use a quarterback as well. So it's not like a horrible thing if we have 102 or 103.
Yeah, because me personally, Garrett, I hope we have 102, 103 because I want Mendoza, and then I want to take Luther Burden and get me a running back. And then I feel really comfortable with our team. I feel way more comfortable with our team. Because I like Mendoza year one to come in behind Drake May. JJ gets to sit. We have 327 first, so I feel really good long term. It no longer pushes the needle moving those receivers we have.
Real quick, we can tentatively say that we have a second quarterback. Tentatively, because if we're putting in 100% of our fab for Malik Willis, then we do have a quarterback too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too. And then I want to add. Then you're adding Deshaun Watson and LeQuint Allen as well.
Yes. So we can't say that for certain. There's somebody that could technically have a higher waiver spot that also gives all 100, but you feel pretty good about if you're going all in. Chances are you're going to get them.
Come on, Pete. Hawk Tua, make that thing bigger.
I need to minimize it because I'm adding another roster. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we got a nuke.
Okay. Can we get? I want to. So go back to our receivers again. I want to make sure we can make this move too. All right. So I am interested in. I think Luther can open the door for us to get a running back too.
Definitely possible. I once again, I really wish, if you're out there, Mitch, let us know, because Jeremiah Love makes a huge difference on how we evaluate this as well.
Fernando Mendoza makes a big difference, because then what's nice is if we get Malik Willis and he hits, and we have Mendoza, now we can flip Malik Willis. Yeah. Can we look at those bottom teams, Pete?
Yep.
Contender. They all have running backs, which is nice.
let's make some contingency plans based on whether we think it's going to be Mendoza or Love. Like, let's kind of go through both.
Okay.
I mean, James Cook is screaming to me as a possibility.
Yeah, but this guy's. I don't think this guy's. Even though Contender says it's low, he's got Pierce, he's got Dubs, he's got 2 number 1s there, he's got Terry, he's got Myers, he's got like.
What's his picks? That'll tell us if he's. See, he thinks
He's got a lot of.
He's got 426 first, so he'll all of a sudden be a contender if he's not.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's interested in selling as much as we might think. Because he said he's. Yeah. Next team.
Okay, what's his picks? Because he's got really good at the top, and then it gets real shallow. Nope. He thinks he's all in. He has no first.
This team's bad.
Like they're stars and scrubs. That's this team right here.
Yeah, this guy should be hitting us up on roster. This guy should be blowing it up. He needs to sell Christian. He needs to sell Kyron. He needs to sell Baker. He needs to sell Amon. Yeah, he needs to blow it up.
Talk to him and see if he's willing to. But I think he's all in. So he's a team I'm approaching week 6, week 7, week 8. I'm seeing where he's at because that's a team I want to talk to.
Yeah, like would he give us Christian McCaffrey for Luther Burden and like we throw a little like our second on top?
He might. If he's 3 and 6, he might be like, yeah, might as well. All right, this team here, no running backs outside of Travion, although Tootin is potentially a good spot, but it's hard to really fully trust it, especially with how much they're gushing over Chris Rodriguez. It's weird, honestly, but it is what it is.
They are
wide receiver though is pretty solid.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Luther probably doesn't excite him as much.
All right, and then he's got how many firsts? He doesn't have a first this year, but how many first? 1, 2. He's got 3 firsts and 27. So this team does think he's rebuilding.
And
he's got 3 firsts and 27.
This team has the 9th ranked first as well.
All right, can we go up just a little bit?
All right, he's got no tight ends.
See, I want to see what his running backs are. Again,
it's just Travion.
Yeah. Would you offer him? See, that's the thing. He needs Travion more than he needs a young receiver too. Like he's low that young receiver. So, what about Team 7? They got a lot of running backs, no receivers.
Bijan, Genti. Oh, they're boosted up by those 2 guys. By the way, and Rich, I know you and I kind of touched on it a little bit, and I threw it out as like, keep an eye on Emmanuel Wilson, restricted free agent. He ended up becoming a free agent. Currently on Seattle now. Didn't sign a huge deal, but we'll see when Charbonnet comes back. It would not shock me at all if Seattle drafts a running back in like the 3rd round.
I think they're a day 2 drafter of running back. I think they end up with Darian Price or Mike Washington. Yeah. Or like so even like a Jonah Coleman potentially. Like Jonah,
but
like Jonah Coleman sees like one of their kind of running backs too. But like Mike Washington. So does Mike Washington.
I mean, like a Chris Carson type of guy, and we'll see. But interesting name to keep an eye on, Emmanuel Wilson there.
Yeah, I think the Seattle running back that gets drafted could be the running back that sneaks into the first round of rookie drafts.
100%.
And I think they grab a guy in the 3rd round. I do.
I'm 100%.
And I think that's where I think there's a lot of value there.
There is.
Like when
there is. So, and that's going to be tough. It's like, okay, do you take a Denzel Boston that, was taken at 30 or, wherever the Patriots are, 31? Do you take a Denzel Boston or do you take a running back in the 3rd round, but went to Seattle? Like,
and they have a history of production out of those guys, a history of it. So like, I really like the value of the Seattle running back.
Part of that though, I want to be careful because we've done this before. I want to make sure it's a guy I like pre-draft.
Yeah.
Because if it's not a guy I like pre-draft, I'm not hyping him up post-draft just because it's Seattle.
No, I agree. If it's what's his face from
if it's Emmett Johnson, I'm not in.
Yeah, what's his face from Clemson? Former receiver.
Oh,
Adam Randall.
Yeah, Adam Randall. Like,
Okay. All right. So back to this. I don't see a deal getting done. It's going to be really hard for them to move off of Bijan or Ashton Genty. I don't see them doing it, and I don't know that we have the ammo to do it.
Well, who's our receivers again?
Lamb, Waddle, McConkey, Harrison, Burden.
Yeah, we don't. And it's the thing. We're not as thirsty as at running back either. Like, we're not like we have two good young running backs, so it's not like ooh. I mean, if we get obviously Bijan, but like we don't want to like cut our nose off to spite our face here either. Like, we're not giving up the plus you need to get on top of to get Bijan. That team's probably, you're right, the team's probably not moving it because we're like, CD's not going to move the needle. Marv's not strong enough. I don't want to give off our first as well.
Yeah,
I like the waiver wires we're moving here to get Malik Willis. I like the potential of adding Fernando Mendoza. We have 327 firsts as well. So, like, I think the waiver wire is our best point of attack here. Getting LaQuint Allen, Deshaun Watson, Malik Willis. It's a good move. And this team is probably like a playoff team. This team's a playoff team.
but we're going to have a hard time competing with the top dogs.
Yeah, and that's fine because our 27 per.
Unless it's Jeremiah Love. Then all of a sudden that does change everything.
If we can get Malik Willis. If we get Malik Willis and Jeremiah
Willis.
Love, like we're competing for, because Malik Willis this year will be probably a QB1,
right?
Sure, in Miami.
If let's say it's in a way worst case scenario, although obviously I'd always rather the 1-1 in Jeremiah Love. But let's say it's that scenario, Rich. Let's say that's what happens. We get Jeremiah Love, but we don't get Malik Willis, and somebody else also bids 100%, but they're higher waiver priority than we are. Pete, I'm sorry, I know we just left those teams. Is there a Matt Stafford or somebody like that we can trade for? I saw
Geno Smith for nothing.
We could do Geno Smith. We could do maybe Baker has really kind of fallen out of favor with a lot of people.
He's got 3
or Daniel Jones.
This guy's probably dude. Grab Deshaun Watson. I'm telling you guys, man. If I had to pick the starter for the Cleveland Browns in a Todd Monken offense for Week 1, I'm taking Deshaun Watson. Like, I'm telling, that's my pick. Like, I think Deshaun Watson's open day starter in Cleveland on the roster.
I definitely think it's a possibility. It's hard to know between him and Shador. I don't think they're bringing anyone else in though. I do think they are.
Yeah, I agree.
Done unless a quarterback falls drastically in the draft or something.
I don't know how Shador Sanders beats out. If you say Deshaun Watson's 60% of what he was, 60%, he beats out Shador Sanders.
I think you're right.
So, again, I'm picking up Deshaun Watson off that waiver wire too.
Yep.
No, as I said, you get Fernando Mendoza, you're fine.
Absolutely, but I would be open to that as well. Like, if for whatever reason, actually, you know what, Rich? You know what I might do? I might actually put $100 on 100% of my fab on Malik Willis, but then I'm putting another $50 on Deshaun Watson, because the worst case scenario would be somebody beats us in waiver priority to Willis, but then someone else puts $10 in on Watson, but because we only could put 0, or we only put 0 and try to get both, now we got neither. So I might put like $50 out there on Deshaun Watson then. After
I'm gambling it all on Willis.
Right? No. You can still put 100% and then put $50
your second term. Okay,
as your second one, and that'll automatically cancel if you spend all your money.
Can you put a $0 bid after that too on Sleeper? Does Sleeper allow you to do that?
A lot of leagues. It's a league specific thing. But
who's got Kyler? Let's see if we can hedge our bets on JJ too. Right here.
This guy.
He might need him though.
He could but hold on. He could use a receiver.
That's true. He could use a receiver. Would you do? All right, let's say it's the scenario where we have Jeremiah Love, but we're getting Malik Willis. Would it still be worth it to trade straight up Luther Burden for Kyler Murray in a 10-team Superflex?
I think so. And ask for like Chuba Hubbard back too.
Just to get a little extra.
Yeah, Chuba would be the starter in Carolina this year.
It's definitely possible.
Very
Definitely
possible.
I'd also not be against Charbonnet and Wilson.
I mean, because down to Trevor Etienne, Jonathan Brooks, and Chuba Hubbard. And Chuba Hubbard's paid. And we just don't know how Jonathan Brooks is going to look. Like, I think it's going to be Jonathan Brooks, but we just don't know. It's such a wild card. But I mean, that's another way to hedge our bets. Like, because listen, here's the likely outcome, right? Kyler's going to start in Minnesota. He's going to look like every Minnesota quarterback that Kevin O'Connell's had, except for J.J. McCarthy, and look pretty good, right? Mm-hmm. He's on that one-year deal. He's going to sign another deal somewhere else and be the starting quarterback somewhere probably. And you got another quarterback. But again, this is what sucks about not knowing to pick. Like if we get Fernando Mendoza, I have no interest in that whatsoever. I'm just going to wait on JJ. Like I have no interest in having 27 picks. So
that's the
it does kind of change things a little bit. I think the story here is like, let's find another running back. Use Luther Burden as the trade bait if you can, and the waiver wire. Use the waiver wire fab like we said it, and then your 27 picks are what puts you over the edge to make sure you're a contender for sure, guaranteed in 27. Like 26, like a chance you could contend with the right quarterback situation and your running back stay healthy. But 27 is almost guaranteed.
All right. I think we've got, I think that's it, right?
Yeah, we got a nuke coming in. Somebody nuked us.
We got a nuke. All right, we're going to get this nuke in, and then we'll see what we have time for afterward. We might be doing the rest on Wednesday, but we'll see where we're at time-wise. So our nuke that just came in, it's our guy JP Tay. He has a 14-teamer here. Love that. Love those leagues. Because those are cutthroat, Rich. Those
12 angry men plus 2.
Super flex. So there's not a lot of quarterbacks to go around. You're starting 11 guys. So here's what he told us here. In a real tough spot for some time because of some bad trades and overdrafting has left me at the bottom of the league. Do have some nice assets, but I want to step up in my league. Trading is difficult due to values being set so high by trades in the past. For example, people want 3 firsts for an elite player, and RBs hardly ever get moved because people hang on to them, as you can see by their rosters. It's an IDP league, so we won't be able to really cover that here. I have sent an offer of Bo Nix, Jacoby Myers, AJ Barner, and Christian Arroyo, and a 27 second for Loveland and Tet. This hasn't been declined yet. The other team only has Geno, and he has no picks to get a quarterback. I have someone else's 27 first, but not my own.
I would like it
could be a top 5.
Why would you give up Bo Nix? Sorry, I cut you off at the second one. Why would we give up Bo Nix?
That's what I want to see. Like, did we have a surplus of quarterbacks?
No.
Where are we at?
We only had 2 quarterbacks.
Where's our team, Pete?
Yeah, I'm not giving up. I'm not doing that deal. I don't want Tet in.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. I like Tet. I like Tet a lot.
And
Loveland is a very nice addition. I guess I can see that in that perspective because, like, all we're giving up on top is Jacoby Myers, AJ Barner, and Christian Arroyo. Or I think I'm doing baseball, Elijah Arroyo. But, like, so I get it in that sense. Like, the actual value of the players, Loveland and Tet, is a lot to get. But realistically, it's just so hard to get a quarterback in super flex leagues and 14 teamers that I can't give him up.
Yeah, and you're locked in. Like, Bo Nix is the starter in Denver as long as Sean Payton's there. Like, he's the guy. Like, there's no doubt about it. So I am not doing that deal. Like, I'm trying to tear down from Jalen Hurts if I can and add some players there. So let's look at the roster first here, Garrett. Like, so he doesn't have his 26 first. Who cares? It is what it is. He's got Jalen Hurts and Bo Nix in a super flex league. Now, when you're in a 14-man league, having 2 good quarterbacks immediately pushes you up. It offsets some of your weaker places. And if I'm going to be weaker, it's going to be running back, which looks like it's the case here. We get a massive upgrade in Kenneth Walker. Maybe we can find a path here with Kenneth Walker. We got a lot of upside in Jonathan Brooks and Bayshall 2 in. Jalen Wright as a number 2. Kenneth Walker and Brashard Smith really kind of like helps out there. Scroll down a little bit, Pete. Oh, dude. Yeah. Okay.
We've got Puka, Burden.
Yeah, Higgins, Myers. Yeah, go down a little bit more. Pete, keep scrolling. Come on, baby. Don't just take the buttons off. Take the whole thing off. Here we go. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Okay. I like what we have to work with.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I think we can find some stuff here. Let's go. Let's so are we number 1 in Dynasty mode?
Number 2. Oh, yeah, number 2 in Dynasty. Where are we at in Contender, Pete? Number
7.
Okay.
7. Okay.
Okay. What I always like to do in Contender mode is let's look at team number 1.
Yes.
14 teamer because he looks really good. Yeah.
Big May, CJ Stroud, Gibbs, Chase Henderson, Ramondre, Pickens, London.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Having both those tight ends is pretty baller.
No tight end premium, too.
Okay. Well, that does remove the need for me to like want to push to get a tight end.
No 27 first. That's a good team.
Let's look at the number 2 team as well, just real quick, Pete. Prescott, Purdy, McCaffrey, Cook, Jacobs.
Oh, that team's better.
That team might be better. They're just the only reason they're not higher is because of the tight end.
Yeah.
And no draft picks.
They're
Literally no draft.
in.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go back to our team, Pete. Rich, for me, as you can see, I like rookies, but I've drafted too many. Hey, look, we've all been there, man. That's part of the reason we love Dynasty, because we love rookies. Rich, I don't think we're far away from being an all-in team. Here's the trickiest part for me. We're good at receiver. We're good at quarterback. It's this running back that I'm a little worried about here. Kenneth Walker's going to be a stud, and we have got upside. We do. We've got Bashaw Tootin. We've got Brashard Smith. We've got Dylan Sampson. We've got Sean Tucker. Like, we've got Jonathan Brooks. Like, we've got names here of guys that could legitimately end up being assets for us. But I want one of those guys to surprise me as my RB3 and not wanting to be counting on one of those guys as my RB2, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. There's 2 teams I'm looking at here, right? I want to look at team 2 and I want to look at team 4, Pete. He's not okay. He's probably not interested here. I mean, again, like, could I? No, he's not going to do it. Never mind. I'm saying, like, I want to kind of like tear down a little bit from Jalen Hurts' perceived value, like we always talk about.
Should we go to 3 and 6 then? Because both of those teams don't have great quarterbacks. This is one. Well,
they're not going to give us a running back.
Stafford, then. Yeah, we're stuck with Stafford then.
Go team 4, Pete. Here we go. Here we go. Can we get
down to Baker?
Yeah, tear down from to Baker and get
and pick up Javonte.
He's got Tyler Shuck and pick up Javonte.
I like that. So we get Baker and Javonte, give up Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I like that move. I like that move a lot, actually. Or if he likes Javonte more than Kyron, I'm fine with Kyron as well.
Honestly, I mean, to get Junkins and give up a late 27 first in a 14-man league, if it's going to be a late 27 first, I'm not
against that at all.
That's totally fine. I'd offer 2 seconds and preferably not the highest one instead of the 3, if you could, Jay.
But it's 3. The 3 seconds is the hard part. But Rich, we talk about it all the time. Those seconds, we're below a 25% hit rate on those. And in a 14-team league, we just made that even a little bit worse because we just took the pick 201, 202, which is the one that's kind of like boosting up the value of those picks a little bit. So honestly, you know what? As much as that sounds like an overpay, I don't care. I would do it.
Yeah, because you have Samson too, so it insulates you a little bit more too. So like, I would pay the 27 first in a couple seconds for it. Yeah, I would pay that. For your
and
team.
You know what, Rich? I would still do that move. I would still do the Hurts for Baker and Javonte. Now all of a sudden, I've got a stable of running backs, which you don't get in these kind of leagues.
Yeah. And I
and
wonder
there's
if,
a realistic chance Baker could put up very similar numbers to Jalen Hurts. And I'm the Jalen Hurts truther on the podcast. But we've also seen Baker Mayfield put up, I mean, you're looking at Joe Burrow. Him and Joe Burrow had the same amount of points in 2024. So
I'm actually asking for I'm just going to see if it works. I want Baker. I'm asking for Deshaun Watson, Baker Mayfield, because he's got Tyler Shuck, so it's not a big of a deal. And he's such a down asset, and we talked about the upside of him potentially starting. I'm asking for Deshaun Watson, Baker, and Javonte for Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Jared, real quick, I want to address this. Tyler Shuck's value so low. It's because we're in contender mode right now. So on a contender, he doesn't have a lot of value. Think of it as redraft. In redraft, he's going to not be a super valuable asset because he's not a top 24 quarterback. Pete, real quick, go to Dynasty mode. You'll see he's higher in Dynasty mode. Where's our team?
12,905.
There he is. See, 12,095. So he has a lot more value in Dynasty mode than he does contender mode. So that's why his value looks low. It's because we're in contender mode right now.
Can we go to, let's just look at a couple more teams here. No.
This guy could be interested in working with us.
Probably. He doesn't have the depth at running back to offset what we'd want for the downgrade we take at quarterback for Jalen Hurts.
But let me ask this, though. Do we swing for the fences a little bit more, but give him a running back as depth? Do we go for Devon Achane? Do we do Sam Darnold and Devon Achane or Malik Willis and Devon Achane for Jalen Hurts and Bashal Tootin?
I do think the Tootin news holds the most value now. Are
we losing too much at quarterback? That's the only question.
I think we're losing in a 14 team. I don't like losing that much at quarterback for a running back. And honestly, this guy might feel like the fact that he has Daniel Jones, Cam Ward, Sam Darnold, and Malik Willis, like he probably feels like he's better off keeping Achane as well.
That's what I would do. I would say
too.
I would love to have a better quarterback, but
and I try to always imagine like what I would do, and I would just say no to that.
I'm king of the castle right now. I need somebody to overpay for a quarterback of mine.
And I think with Baker being hurt and being down the second half of the year, I really do think like that's like
I think it's a realistic deal.
I think it's a real like. And I think we can get Shawn on top. I think we could probably, you know what I mean? For like, I think that's a very easy deal for us to get done. And then we still do the Quinshawn deal as well. We give over 27 first as well.
And all the seconds. Yep, I think that's worth it. Let's look at a couple more teams just in case.
Yeah, can we go down to team 11 real quick, who has a lot of running backs too?
They do not have a lot. They just have two.
Throw a third at Aaron Jones. He's out.
Yeah, is this team rebuilding? What are they doing? Look at their picks, Pete. They're just not super good at this.
Yeah.
I'm seeing what they're doing.
Well, what about team 14? We can't even see those teams. Yeah. Okay, team 13. JK would be a really nice get for your second. One of those 27. If you can hold out, if you go, hey, I'll give you 2 seconds and a first for Quinshawn, and you can get a second for JK. That'd be sweet.
Totally love that deal. I'd even give a second and a third in a 14-team league.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Any others? We could. Okay. Could we downgrade to Kyler from Jalen Hurts? We wouldn't be picking up a running back because they have no running backs. But what's our receiver situation again? I don't remember. We're actually decent at receiver for a 14-teamer.
Go back to that team, though.
I still wouldn't mind having one more.
I know, but why does this guy want Geno? Like, why would that guy want
Jalen?
Maybe he would. That's not the Kyler team. He had Garrett Wilson, which I'm interested in.
Yeah. And maybe he wouldn't. Maybe he would just say, no, thanks. But some people are Kyler believers. Some people aren't. Like if it was Matt O'Hara's team, he's trying to get Kyler off his team. Now he sees this as his window.
I know, but like, I'd rather have the security at quarterback than adding Garrett Wilson.
Said his 27 first is looking like a top 3 to 5 pick in 27.
My first belongs with. Oh wait, it's not his first. It's the other team's first.
It's a different team's first. That does change it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's the Geno Smith's teams first.
oh, then never mind. I don't want Quinshawn for that.
I don't either. I would do it straight up.
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't? I would. I would still do it straight up.
I'm more interested in getting that Javonte and Baker deal done and keeping that pick.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
we have enough.
Deal I wanted
We have enough upside. So Kenneth Walker should be so good in Kansas City healthy. Like we have enough upside at running back. Like I like Quinshawn, but he's not a PPR running back. I'm not doing that top 3 pick for because then we can move like that. We can move Luther. That gives us to be able to move Luther as well because we know we're going to get like a really good receiver like in 27
or quarterback, which is going to be crazy value.
Yeah, it would, and kind of insulates our Baker trade too. Like if Baker's just okay, we can still get another good quarterback afterwards as well. Yeah,
this is the team that he has the 2028 first on, and I like it as well because it's a top 3 team right now, but it's a very old team.
Oh
Stafford, Brissett, Barkley.
It is an old team.
Oldish. I mean, they still have Ashton Genty and JSN who are young.
Yeah. Not all of them are old.
I would say this: if that team is willing to do the 28 first,
yeah,
in the 3 seconds for Quinshawn, I'd do that.
I would do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the move you're making is you're trying to get the J.K. Dobbins on the cheap. You're doing the Baker and Javonte Williams for Jalen Hurts. I think those are the 2 biggest deals you're trying to make right now. He said he wants a tight end. Where are we at a tight end again?
We're okay. Nothing
Gadsden,
great.
Barner.
See, the hard part is in a 14-teamer, the price tag on tight ends is just so astronomical because there's so few of them that I don't know if what they're actually going to give you is going to be worth it in a non-tight end premium.
Yeah,
so
you don't have the ammo to like you could gamble on Gatson and Barner. Can we look at the free agents? I doubt in free. You never know. It's something we don't do enough.
Yeah, I highly doubt it.
I doubt it too, but you never know.
It's true.
It's something we don't do enough as well.
Elijah Moore.
Just hit tight end.
There are none.
There are none. Okay.
All of them are gone.
Yeah, I figured as much. It's just I wanted to see a quick gamble on there. Well, Levis isn't a bad ad in a 14-team league.
I'm adding all the backup quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I'm adding all of them.
I mean, he's already started doing Levis the backup? Where's he at?
To Ward?
Yeah.
He's not even, he's a free agent.
Trubisky.
Isn't he? Trubisky is signed. Is Levis a free agent?
I don't think so. I think he's got one more year.
Okay, never mind.
No, yeah, he has one more year.
But still, he will be a backup at some point. Okay. All right.
Any
so, yeah, questions? I think those are the 2 main
here. Any more questions before we go? Because I think that I am interested in potentially flipping Luther if I can. But, like, again, you kind of need him too. So,
the big thing is I'm utilizing that 27 first or the 28 first. Like, I'm utilizing my picks to get me a better situation at running back. And then I'm also very much so interested in downgrading from Jalen Hurts to try to increase my running back room.
I'm the opposite. I have no interest in moving that 27 first. And I am interested in moving that 28 first and downgrading from Jalen Hurts. Having a top 3 pick in 27.
2 first? No.
Absolutely.
Because you're having to give that super high one. I don't even know if Loveland in a non-tight end premium is worth the 1 first.
No, dude. You have a top 3 pick in 27. You're getting
top 3 to 5.
Okay, that's fine. You're getting a really good quarterback, or you're getting a really good receiver, or you're going to get one really good running back. Like you're getting.
I would say you might be getting the RB1 in the class.
Yeah, you're getting essentially a tier 1 rookie out the gate. Like that's you in a 14 in a 12-man league, you don't pass that up. In a 14-man league, that's even more elite. Like, you might be able to get a really elite quarterback that in there, and then now you can move Baker if needed. Like everybody needs a quarterback in 14-man league, so I am not moving at 27 first at all for any running back. Like unless it's like a young, super good, like good running back. Like basically nobody's gonna give you what I would want for that 27 first. Like a Mario and Hampton, Devon Achant. You know what I mean? Like nobody's giving me what I want. You said running backs are hard to move in this league anyways. I'm not moving at first. There's 0% chance. Like definitely, and certainly not for Quinshon Judkins at all. Judkins is a nice running back. He's got Dylan Sampson there. He's not a PPR guy. Coming off a big gruesome injury. He'll be fine, but we still don't know how that, he dislocated his ankle. We don't know how to respond to that. Absolutely 0% chance. I'm doing that for Judkins. The value is in that pick. That's an extremely valuable pick. I thought it was our pick, so never mind. I'm not doing it all. I think you're right, Garrett. I think that Baker and Javonte off of Jalen Hurts is the way to go, and you get 2 years of Javonte.
That's our best deal. That's our best deal for sure. But I enjoy scouting and picking. Hey, there's a reason that you turned this team around and made it a top tier team in this league. So.
And your team's good, dude. You got Puka, Neighbors, dude, Myers, and Higgins.
A 14-teamer? Yeah.
Yeah, your team's good. Like you could and you have off-weight like players, right? Like Puka, like he weighs the scale as heavily differently at your receiver. If Neighbors hits again, like you're like having those two receivers in a 14-man league pushes you over the edge. You have Bo Nix, who's really good. You have Kenneth Walker in Kansas City, who's going to rely on the run heavy. You're good. Like you're really good. If you had Javonte this roster, you compete this year. You're a contender.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate you guys sending these in. Any that we did not get to today will be on next Wednesday's roster rescue. Reminder, anytime that there's a nuke, we make sure to get to it that show. Otherwise, the rest of them do get pushed to the next one. We wanted to do this extra one for you guys, though, because we know how it is. Some of these trades come and go, timing of it all. So we want to try to give you these extra ones. And we're willing to keep doing it if we keep having people sign up.
Yeah, nukes are guaranteed to get in. So when nuke comes in, and we have to get we just get to it. So
today we will make it work one way or another. So.